Thank you. Welcome in courtside here at Rocket Arena alongside Mr. Cavalier, Austin Carr. I'm Kaylee Griffin. The Cavaliers sweeping the season series of the 76ers. They come away with a 115-101 victory here at home. Austin, there were moments early on in this game where the Cavaliers looked to get into a rhythm. It wasn't a quick start, but as the game progressed, this team certainly settled in. What impressed you most about how they were able to bounce back here tonight?
The second quarter. I mean, you knew there was going to be a hangover. I mean, and they really started out sluggishly. You could just tell they weren't moving the ball. They weren't cutting. They weren't doing a lot of things. It's depending on giving the ball to Donovan or giving the ball to James, and you do it. And that really it's not how you run your offense. You don't want to run it that way. The second quarter, things picked up. And Ellis came in and got things going. And you could see they started to loosen up a little bit and get things going.
Let's take a look now at our Misney Make Them Pay moment. And we're taking a look at the Cavaliers defense turning into offense. The Cavaliers forcing 17 turnovers here tonight, leading to 20 points off of those turnovers. Austin, we've said it time and time again. The Cavaliers are at their best when they start with defense, and that was on full display this evening.
That's exactly right, Kelly. When they are out on the passing lanes, overplaying the passing lanes, forcing extra passes, doing a good job of making sure that somebody is there to defend the shot at the basket, that is when they are at their best, and they use that very well to get out on the break.
The Cavaliers have been firing on all cylinders against Philly this season, a perfect 4-0, sweeping the season series. Austin, obviously, the Sixers without a number of key players here tonight, but how important was it for the Cavaliers to get back to playing their game and really assert some dominance down the stretch?
Oh, very important, because they're getting ready to go on the road now. And when you go on the road, you got to have all your cylinders working properly. And they had to find a way to get back into a good mojo, a good rhythm, a good feeling about themselves. And this was what they had to do, because believe me, this little quick road trip won't be easy.
No, it certainly won't. Well, 6 Cavaliers scored in double figures tonight. James Harden leading the way. As I mentioned, 21 points for Harden here tonight. He also dished out 5 assists, grabbed 5 rebounds, but most notably, Austin, he became the 9th player in NBA history to surpass 29,000 career points. What does that type of milestone mean to a player in their career?
Well, when you play as long as he has and has done as much as he's done, when you start hitting those type of miles, yard marks, and in point situations, it really puts you in some high cotton. And that's exactly where he is now.
Look at that. He's now behind Wilt Chamberlain, Dirk Nowitzki, and Kevin Durant. He just passed Shaquille O'Neal just a little while ago, but 29,017 points for James Harden now. Pretty incredible to see. And it wasn't only James Harden here tonight, Austin. It was Donovan Mitchell as well, as we revisit our FanDuel same-game parlay from pregame. And Donovan Mitchell, 17 points here tonight. He dished out 6 assists as well. AC, you said for Donovan, he probably wasn't going to need to hit those high-scoring numbers here tonight, knowing who Philly had available. But what did you make of his complete game tonight?
Well, to me, I think he's starting to understand that's just the type of game he has to have. In other words, you go out and you do 30, but when we get 30, that limits somebody else whose scoring we need. And by coming up with games between 17 and 25, 5 assists, 5 rebounds, those are the kind of games where it seems like the team moves better on the offensive end of the floor.
Well, here we go. Another day, another losing parlay.
Oh, man.
The Cavaliers did come away with the win, so we did come away with that last leg. But unfortunately, James Harden and Donovan Mitchell not able to deliver for us here tonight.
We just have a tough time.
It's tough. It's just tough around here. All right, we got more coming up here on Cavaliers Live. We're going to hear from head coach Kenny Atkinson when we return.
Yeah, the longevity is amazing. Testament to his resiliency. It's so hard in this league to do it for so long, so consistently. And this version we're seeing of James is you don't think of just scorer. Like, I just think of this complete player, and playmaker. And what he's given us so far is everything we need to do to win, every kind of detail. So I don't look at him as just strictly as a scorer, but that's an amazing. I mean, when they announced it today, I was like in shock. I'm like 29,000, incredible. But yeah, to do it for this long at this high level is amazing.
You emphasized before the game the energy of need in this game, and obviously you guys came out a little bit slow. But what did you feel like about the response that you guys had, especially from your leaders over the second half of the game?
I liked it. I mean, we obviously out of the gate we struggled back to back, but we did hold their scoring down. I think they had 20 points in the first quarter. So even though we weren't firing offensively, our defense was pretty good. And then Ethan, I did not like that slippage we had in the fourth quarter. We had a group in there that had some slippage defensively, and they got on a little run. I had to get James. I wanted to not have to bring, our big hitters back in the game. So, but for the most part, pretty professional and mature performance by the guys with a little slippage here and there.
Kenny, I know we talked about Keon offensively a little bit before the game. He has 19 points. I realize part of that's hitting threes, but he was also attacking off the dribble, got to the line 7 times. Just when he's more of a complete offensive player on a night like tonight, what does that provide for you guys?
Man, like I said, we're just discovering his offensive capabilities. I saw a couple things that I haven't seen him do yet. Come off a DHO, get in the lane, shoot the floater. I didn't even know he had that. So we're still discovering him. But obviously, when he gets the catch and shoot thing going, that's huge for us because he's so good defensively. Listen, I told the guys in there, this is going to be a fight to be in the playoff rotation for us. We got so many good players. We're deep. It's like, who's going to be a star in their role, right? He's making a case, obviously. We'll continue to evaluate it, but really happy with how he's played so far.
And then you've been comfortable for a while playing D-net center, but we've seen it with some really small lineups where you can make the case Craig is playing power forward alongside of him. What about him allows you to be comfortable with those groups?
I think it's the rebounding, right? You don't get destroyed on the boards, which usually happens when you get small. He's stout enough to give you some rim protection, but small sample size, he's been really good for us. So we're going to keep looking at it, especially with J.A. out. We'll keep looking at it more, but obviously provides the offensive spacing too.
With James, the 29,000 points is obviously a testament to his talent. It's also a longevity thing. How impressive is it that he's been able to be as durable as he has, given everything that his teams have asked of him over the years?
I think, first of all, his body type helps, right? He's a strong human being. But, the intelligence, I think, too, how smart he is. He's not a guy that needs to run around a whole lot, and he doesn't waste any energy. So I think his IQ has helped him kind of preserve the mileage on his body. I will say this: we get all this internal. It is proven that he's not a guy that's running a ton or doing a lot of miles. It doesn't say that he doesn't play hard. It's not that. He just knows how to conserve and then go hard at the